And we're going to talk about how he can mentor and how he got to where he is with his support, his motivation, how he's investing back, loving and educating. So without any further ado, I am just so happy. I have this ram in the bush, Mr. Eddy Martin. There's somebody else named Eddy Martin. We're going to talk about that. Well,
Thank you, sir.
oh my goodness, you said I can hug you. Let me hug you again. Oh, gleefully yours, Mr. Warbler. But you know what? Before we get into your professional career, number one, you need to add model to it.
Oh.
Because you're absolutely gorgeous.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
But I want to get to the substance, your parents, your roots. What is it that you love doing so much that you would do it even if you didn't get paid? And like I tell the audience, you've been doing this since you're about 6 or 7 years old.
That's right. I think singing is primarily my most passionate form of artistic expression. I love to just be able to belt out and sing, but more than that, I like to be in front of a stage and especially if it's one of your songs that you're singing, that you wrote, how that you want to you want your audience to hear it. It's a beautiful feeling to just see the audience or see someone singing your lyrics. It's beautiful. It's a good feeling.
Okay, good. So you've been doing that since you were about 6 or 7, and your parents had you into different things. So with that support system, your mother and father, what's their name?
It's Enrique and Rosario.
Okay, there you go. I love to give that talent of that support system there. So Enrique and Rosario. So where are you from?
My parents are from Guadalajara, Mexico. I was born here. I was born in Rancho Cucamonga.
Oh, okay.
So
you're first generation. You are first generation.
Is that how it works? I mean, I was born here. They were born in Mexico. Yes.
So you're first. They say a true California is third generation.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, so
I'm not quite there yet.
Yeah, so you're first right now, and I know I'm not. I have 2 children that were born here. This first generation. So your support system obviously was your parents. Do you have a singing or vocal coach that you want to give shout out to or anything?
Well, I think I learned a lot of my vocals and my training through just my dad. Even though he wasn't a vocalist, he really pushed me to just practice, and he had a good ear for music, although he can't sing. But he trained me just very, very, very. Was very not. He wasn't strict, but he was very dedicated to giving me a lot of time. And it was all voluntary. I wanted to do it as a kid. I wanted to learn. I wanted to be a star.
Good.
But he wanted me to just really be dedicated, and he really put a lot of effort into training my vocals.
Well, Venus and Serena's father, I don't think he played tennis.
That's crazy.
And he coached. And the way he coached, he put signs different places, positive quotes. And he said, hit towards, beauty, hit towards this. And he would just read and research. So sometimes you don't have to be that to teach it.
That's great. Yeah, my dad taught me.
So that is perfect.
He didn't even know.
That's perfect. So thank you, Mom and Dad. Thank you. Help your child tap into their inner smile. Now, when we're going to talk about, that was the essence support, that support system, your motivation. You just had that passion for singing from the beginning then, right?
Yeah, it was, I'll tell you the story. It was a talent show in a community. It was a community talent show. And my older sister, she was going to play the piano. She was going to be Arlene. I mean, she's Arlene. She was going to be playing the piano. And I wanted to participate and be on stage. And when I went up on stage, I fell in love with it. I fell in love with the applause, the ambiance, the just the feeling of being up on stage. Oh. And there began my motivation to continue doing this, especially because I won. I won first place.
How old were you?
I was 6 years old.
And how old was your sister?
She was 9.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. I got chills right now.
So there, I knew that's what I wanted to do.
And you know why they applauded? It was not your time. You probably came out looking so cute. And they were just, and then when you heard that just brought the talent out, that support there. I mean, just like right now, I could just put you out there and go, boom, this model. But so investing back. Now that what have you done now with your talent and singing? Kind of give me a little bio here, and then tell me what you're doing to give back, because you're given this talent not to keep for yourself, but to share and to give back. So go ahead and tell me what you've done. And
I think to give back, I have a little sister now, and she looks up to me a lot.
And how old is she?
And she's She's about to be 15.
Oh yes.
Yeah. So us Latinos, we do the quinceañera thing.
Oh yes.
So we're organizing that right now. It's a mess. It's almost like planning a wedding. But she is, I'm her role model, and I'm so excited to just set a good example and teaching her everything I know, because she looks up to me and she wants to be like me. So I try and give her as much advice and as much lessons and training that I can give her.
So what are you on now? What have you done? What have you done? You said something about Glee. You were in Glee and
That's right.
a warbler.
Yeah. So singing has opened a lot of doors for me. I got an agent and I got a manager all through singing, and it's been a great rocky up and down career. Recently, I was on the show Glee as a warbler. I was a part of a group that sang a cappella. We were an all-boys prep school. We wore the suits, and that was amazing because that opened up so many more doors, and it made me discover a lot about the world, because Glee is such a global icon for just non-bullying or just non-hatred towards the gay community, and they just opened so many barriers.
See, that's good.
And it opened my eyes also, and it allowed me to see and talk to fans that relate to you. I mean, you're a character on screen, but they relate to the character, and they feel so thankful and so excited that someone on TV is portraying them. So
okay, that's really good. And you said you were on something else with SAYAC?
Oh, that's right. When I was younger, my very first acting gig.
Listen, younger. How old do you have to say younger?
Well, I was 11 and I'm 23 now. So,
okay.
My very first big acting gig was a directorial debut by Salma Hayek, and that was called The Maldonado Miracle. And I played an immigrant boy crossing the border in order to find his father because his mom died of cancer. So it's based on a book by Theodore Taylor. It's called The Maldonado Miracle, and it's a great flick. And that was my first project that I did.
Maldonado Miracle. That's your assignment, and then call me up when you watch it. You got to get that Netflix, YouTube. You got to go way back to get me as Zach's mom on Power Rangers. See, I did a little thing there. I was his mom, so just do his mom on Parents' Day. Those little things. I never have been into TV. That was just for my resume. But when you said that, it made me think. And guess what? My son pulled it up on YouTube, and I was just going like this, like, oh no! I didn't know they keep everything like forever.
They archive.
You remember when Zach, Power Rangers, you're probably too young to even remember.
No, I remember Power Rangers.
This is when Zach was black. Zach black. They had the black suit for the black man and the pink suit for this one.
And the gold one for the Latino.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So now they said somebody complained, so now they don't do that anymore. But back with the original one, I was Zach's mom.
Oh, okay.
So, but anyway, so we have a warbler and a Power Ranger up here. But so you're giving back, helping your sister, and probably doing benefits and stuff like that.
That's right.
As far as singing. So that is our purpose and our goal, to leave this place better. Now, love. I know you love what you do, because when you talk about it, you just glow. But did you always, you said 6, you had this confidence. So you always, because of your family nurturing, tell me how that came about, because it seemed like you always had a positive attitude about yourself.
I do. I love being able to do what I love and make a living out of it. I think that's it. That's just God's gift to me.
And you own that.
Yes. Mm-hmm. And I love the people that I meet. I love how we're able to just use art and your personal your singing, your acting, and just make a living out of it. That to me is just, I thank God for that.
Okay. And education, did you have any formal education after this? Maybe they'll have the Pacific Oaks, Never Too Late to Learn. And we have a few minutes to go. Maybe they'll play that, because I know they're playing Moroccan Nights right now. And that's Mandrill. Thank you, Mandrill, for allowing me to use your music, Moroccan Nights. And also, they can play the Pacific Oaks public service announcement. Well, if not, we'll talk about educate right now.
Okay.
Since we're talking about education and it's never too late to learn, I'm writing a book, Over 60, Growing Up at 60. It is never too late to learn. And mentorship, we'll have on the next show Charles Johnson of Altadena, who was born October 25th, 1912. He is 101 years old at the time of this taping and still getting around sharing his wisdom. And that's what we have to do. It's never, ever, ever too late to learn. Now, it gets a little bit more difficult and challenging, me working on my doctorate now at over 60. But you can do it. So they will get that up and let me know when they have that ready to play. And we're going to talk about your education as far as school. What school did you go